Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be playing Ryze in what appears to be high gold and low platinum. And I will be versing Twisted Fate. Yep, game comp's right there. I'm running Ghost, and before you guys ask why I have tier and not what I usually recommend, which is Sapphire with teleport, it's because I have Ghost. Because I have Ghost, I start tier. If you have TP, you should start Sapphire, because it's just more cost efficient. I see Morgana. Rather interesting. Okay. I'm gonna do something to run. I guess not. Press my auto attack, back up before you blue cards. Okay. Match the shove a little. Oh, let me show my runes real quick. I'm taking Scorch because I want to snowball, but you guys can take Gathering Storm or Scorch if you want to just, you know, dominate early, but it's all preference really. You can never go wrong with either of them. Just gonna back up because I'm tanking a lot of caster minion damage. And as per usual, I'm playing the lane like I pretty much always do. I'm just playing for mana flow stacks. Every time, bam, mana flow. I already have 75 extra mana for mana flow. Okay. Hit W and then E. Basically always a skill order. Yo, what the heck, I'm lagging? That was very odd. Just focusing on CS. We'll be level 3 very soon. Once I'm level 3, I have kill threat on him. As you can see, my Scorch has done 60 damage for me, and it's actually quite the decent amount. If I can land my E on him, I can kill him. Just like that, and that's why I run Ghost, guys. So you have that extra utility and kill threat and all that lovely jazz. Nice. And I got to kill the minions before he could port on it. So the key to killing him there is that I got my E on him so I could root him to guarantee the damage. So I mean, when you're looking for kills on Ryze, that's the #1 thing you want to look for to set up. You want to either just E him directly or get it to bounce off of the minions and then go for the root. Assuming they're lethal, right? Like, you can actually kill them. Otherwise, your trade pattern will be just poking with WEQ, EWQ, or just EQ through the minions, you know? As for when you want to EWQ or WEQ, WEQ is basically if you're going to land the Q through bounce, then you want to do that because you can optimize it. Like right here, I could probably WEQ, like when he goes for this. Bam, just like that. But if he's not near any minions and he's just off to the side alone, then you would want to go for... Okay, I mean, this guy's just probably... I mean, he probably lives. Unless he doesn't flash. Okay, he didn't flash for some reason. Okay, I mean... So this is not a bad ELO. Platinum, I'm pretty sure is like top 10% of the player base. And we are playing in basically what is Plat 4. Everyone else is like Gold 1. And if I can do that to a Platinum TF, right, like, you guys should easily be able to replicate it, especially some of my viewers that are not Diamond Plus. This is what you should be looking to do. And as I travel up the ranks on this account, I'll show you guys how to play in Diamond as well. It's more or less the same, but let's say this was a Diamond TF, he wouldn't be giving me as many free kills, but I would still be winning trades, basically. So the only difference is I wouldn't just be randomly getting kills. But I would still get all my move windows, still win trades, and still be just winning lane, you know? Okay, he has no stun card. I can kill him if... Okay. That's an awkward angle. That was actually kind of spooky. Because the minion's gone the way, and worst case, it blocks my my Q, and then I just die. So it was a little spooky. I don't know where Master Yi is, but I kind of want this plate, so... Yeah. If you're going for something like a plate, you should always be aware of the risk that you're running. Like, they have a Nocturne, he's level 6, thank you for pinging, by the way, Zed. But you should always be aware of the risks that you are taking. Holy shit, could've killed me. Whenever you're either roaming, going for a play, or taking plates, basically anytime there's an objective, try to be aware of the risks and just manage your, what do you call it? Risk to reward ratio, basically. So my reward there is 160 gold. My risk is that I'm late to this wave and that I might get killed by Yi or Nocturne. Those were my risks. But my reward was 160 gold, which helps me buy the blasting wand. See Nocturne up there. It's gonna hover towards bot side. I think there was a play going on down there. Oh, hello. A lot of poke. Oh! Ah! Nice, nice, not bad, not bad. Okay, I'm gonna base. I'm telling Jinx to cover mid here because, well, one, my wave is bad, and two, I decided to clear another bot wave, so he gets to get a little bit of CS. And I will be building Everfrost, by the way, guys. It's just quite simply the best item in existence right now for Ryze, especially. You're just so tanky, and then you get the opportunity to root twice for 3 seconds total. 1.5 and then another 1.5 from the item itself. And that was just nuts. And the reason I favor it, if you guys missed out on my last couple of videos, is because of the buffs. They buffed it pretty hard. Can't really do too much there. And for the buffs specifically, right, what the buffs are is the cast time of the root. It's decreased by 40%, which is quite substantial. And then they also increased the damage a little. And then they made its build path better, and they gave it 50 extra health at the finished item. So instead of 200 health, it gives 250 health once you finish it. 50 health might not sound like a lot, but hey, it's free stats, man. Not to mention its stats are extremely good on Ryze, just in the first place. Note how I don't commit under tower, because I would just die. I don't know where that is. Maybe it's top. No, it's where is it? It was top side, but I didn't know if who it was directly on. I can probably stop this guy's base here. Poor guy is not having a good time. If he locks in anything other than a yellow card, he dies. Yeah, I don't even have to be the one to kill him. I get Rift Herald? Who got Rift Herald? Is it Master Yi? Wait, did no one pick up Rift Herald? Who got the Rift Herald? Huh? What? Rift Herald just like disappeared off the face of the earth, or what? I would love to be a part of that, but I have no mana, so I'm not going anywhere near bot, okay? You have to be greedy and play for yourself sometimes, and the thing that's most greedy and most beneficial to myself right now is going for this plate. Alright, I'm not going for more. You know why I'm not going for more? Because if I stay on this map, I won't be able to shove out this next wave, and then I'm just going to be stuck. So, manage your tempo, and manage your bases, you know? If you stay on the map too long, you will be punished. So make sure you take good base timers. That's something to think about, guys. And it's something that a lot of people don't think about as well. Even in like Master Tier, I'll see people overstaying a lot. Like it happens... barely happens in Challenger. Like, that's one of the key fundamentals that Challenger players are really good at, so. Oh no. Oh man, my pink ward. How could you do this to me? If he goes here, he dies, by the way. So, right now, I have it so I have 2 roots for a total of 3 seconds. And how you want to use this item, guys, is you want to use your own ability root before you go for the Everfrost root. I didn't reverse there. Holy shit. This guy is kind of crazy. I didn't reverse there because he can react to me EWing. Like, that takes longer, but it's more guaranteed. But Everfrost, because the cast time is low, like, he's not going to be able to react, so I got him rooted at the start. I could have played that a lot better, but I was not expecting him to just, like, cycle on me, so... oopsies. As for my next items, go this. Now you always want pink wards, even though I already have one out. It's very likely they'll take that out eventually. So how do I want to itemize? Okay, so the next 2 items after your mythic are always going to be Zhonya's and then. Zhonya's and Archangels, okay? So, what you have to decide at this point in your build is which one are you going to finish first, okay? And I'll tell you the benefits and the disadvantages of both of them, okay? The disadvantage of Seraphs is that you're squishy and you're vulnerable. However, the advantage, which usually outweighs the disadvantage, is that it gives you a total of like 190 AP from one item, and that is just nuts. Like, it is actually crazy how much AP that thing gives. So, when you're deciding between the 2, it's a question of survivability and damage. If you're able to survive without needing Zhonya's or Banshees, those are your 2 options, then you will just go Seraphs. However, if you're unable to survive without Banshees or Zhonya's, then you're going to finish that item. And whether you go Zhonya's or Banshees depends on the enemy team comp. If they have a lot of AP threats in Assassins, then you would go Banshees. If they have a lot of 80 Assassins or 80 threats, or like they're just full 80 that can kill you, then you would go Zhonya's. So in this game, my survivability is not that low, so I am going to build into Seraphs as soon as I can. Don't see Nocturne. And for this game, I am going to get Zhonya's later on. Reason being, Nocturne and Master Yi. Mostly those 2, because they can kill me. And then the others have a little bit of threat on me as well, but it doesn't matter as much, you know. I'm just gonna just swipe this guy's blue buff real quick. Yeah, what the hell? I can just auto him to death. Okay, and I'm nearing my Seraphs. And one thing about Archangels is you don't want to buy it unless you have full stacks on tier, because otherwise it's just not cost efficient. Like, it doesn't give you any AP. So I'm 18 stacks off of it. That means 6 more or 6 more spell casts, and then I'll be at max stacks, which is 360. Just like that, that is the combo, guys. EWQ into Everfrost, into just as much DPS as you can put out. Alright, now I'm gonna take my base. And I'm gonna buy Archangels. I won't have it immediately, I just need to cast my spells a couple times. Okay. And then if I could afford a stopwatch, that would be my next item. But because I can't, I'm gonna buy Amptome. But my next item will be Zanya's if we make it that far into the game. So yeah, not bad, not bad. As you can see, my Scorch has done 312 damage for me so far. If I had Gathering Storm, I'd just have 8 extra AP, but because I have Scorch, I was able to snowball a little bit earlier. Holy crap, this guy's scaring me. Oh no. I might die here. Didn't die. Nice. And as you can see, I lived with like 300 health. Which is basically what Everfrost gives me. So, like I said, guys, this item is nuts. Like, I'm so tanky because I have Everfrost, and I was able to get a root off in order to do more damage with Everfrost. So this item is it's just unbelievably OP on Ryze right now. It's just not fair. Alright, take my base. So, I could get Medjay's, but no, I'm probably just gonna die if I get Medjay's. I have no sums up, and, you know, Nocturne exists, so I'm just gonna look to buy these two items. And just to hover over and show you how much AP this thing gives me, 134 plus 65, that's 199 AP off of one freaking item. Like, how insane is that? 3k gold for basically 200 AP? Like, oh my god. Alright, just gonna shove out here. Look at that damage, guys. Holy crap, I do a lot of damage right now. Gonna head on up over yonder. Nice-oo, nice-oo. So why did I lead with the Everfrost there? Same concept as before when I did it, when Nocturne killed me. He can't react to the Everfrost, most likely. But even if he does, it will still just set me up for my free EWQ. But Everfrost is really good if they're like just face checking into you. So if they're face checking into you, what you would want to do is probably Everfrost, Q, EQ, W, Q, EQ. Because you can probably get your full combo off if they face check you ever. So just, I can't really demonstrate because I do too much damage, but just Q, EQ, W, Q, EQ. Alright, I'm gonna just head up here now. Q, oh, hello. You can probably fight this. Not too horrible. I kind of misused my Everfrost there. It's best that you just Everfrost whoever you root, so that's just guaranteed. As you saw, because I tried to just aim for a like unguaranteed Everfrost root on Twitch, he just got slowed instead of getting rooted. So ideally you prioritize your target, so right there I should target select Twitch instead of just Morgana. Root him with my normal spell, and then root him with Everfrost while doing max DPS at the same time. So that is ideally how I would have played it. Just hitting this tower while I can. I can probably get this next tower. Maybe do some fighting here. Maybe not. It's kind of fast. I don't think I'll catch up to him. You have any spells for me, man? I might be able to get her, yeah. So there, I used my Everfrost to help me proc Phase Rush. So this thing actually has so many multiple uses. It's kind of nutty. I'm just trying to end the game. Just like that, Zhonya's helps me survive. As I said earlier, that's precisely why you go Zhonya's, guys. Precisely why you go Zhonya's. And let's go dive him. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The main key points here were like punishing lane, how to use Everfrost, how you want to think when you're playing the game so you can better enable yourself to play smart and more consistent. Like that's the secret to climbing. If you're smart and consistent, you'll climb. But if you're inconsistent and you don't have solid logic for all your plays and what you're doing, and you just go randomly and coin flip, you're gonna go 10-0 one game and then you're gonna go 0-10 the next game, and it's not gonna be good for climbing. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys all very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.